Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. And guys, you know, as of late, the flashlight companies have been very, very generous in reaching out and supplying stuff to check out. And Wurkkos has been fantastic. They've been really awesome to work with. And that's why we have this guy, the Wurkkos HD11. Now, there's something pretty cool about the HD11, and you probably figured it out by the title, but oh yeah, we have a straight light, or you can rotate the head and bring it into a 90-degree light. Now, if you look in there, you can tell you've got several different sets of emitters, and you've actually got 3 sets of emitters, and you can probably tell that. Of course, you've got your center spotlight, you've got the yellow LEDs rounding out the outside. That would be your flood white LEDs for your floodlight. And then the 3 that you can see in there are your red LEDs. So yes, you've got quite a bit going on in this flashlight. But kind of some specs out of the way. Pretty much your standard 6061 aluminum construction. You do have some nice knurling going on there to aid in your grip. You do have a one-sided pocket clip, so single-sided. And what I mean by that is you can only attach it here. It doesn't come back around, so you can go 2 different sides. You do have a magnetic base. There you go. See, there's a magnet right there. Magnetic base, so you can prop it up in case you need both hands. You do have your lighted switch there on the side. There you go. Green means you're above 70%. Red means you're between 30 and 70%. And flashing means you're below that 30% mark. Now, as you can see there, I just push and held, and that will you get to moonlight mode. We'll talk about that there in a little bit. But overall, like I said, we'll do a quick spec check to see exactly what it's given us. So overall length, you're coming at just over 5 inches, right about 5 1/4. At its widest part, you're looking at a little over an inch, maybe an inch and an eighth. Let's see, you could probably see that better if we go here. So yeah, it's inch and an eighth, not quite an inch and a quarter. Weight, fully loaded with the battery. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not too bad. Fully, we're looking at just under 5 ounces, which is going to give us about 138 grams for our friends across the pond. So it is a little bit larger light. Let's show you how it would look in the pocket. Now, with this single-sided pocket clip, if you're going to put it in your pocket, that's how it's going to ride. Me personally, this would probably not be a pocket light for me. This would be more of a bag light, vehicle light, that type of situation. This is probably a little bit too big for me to carry in my pocket. So let's talk a little bit about your features there. Like I said, when I turned it on originally, press and hold, you're going to come in with moonlight mode. Moonlight mode, you're sitting there at 1 lumen. And we're gonna show that, and well, let's just do that now. I think we can do that okay. I haven't tried it with this one. There we go. See, if you rotate the head, I'm trying not to blind you guys. That's what I'm trying not to do here. If you rotate it with the light on, it'll automatically switch. See? About the halfway point, it automatically switches from spotlight to floodlight mode. Very cool. I think that's an interesting aspect. So now the one thing about this is if you leave it on a mode for too long, you'll have to shut it off and then cycle through the modes. So I'm going to turn it on here. So there's low. There's your low mode. You're coming in, and we're in spotlight. We're in spotlight mode. Low mode, you're looking at 10 lumens. If I press and hold, I'll kick it up to medium. That's 300. And see there, low, medium, 300, high, 800, turbo, 1700. Now, this will go all the way up to 1800 when you're in spot and flood mode. You can do both at the same time. You can do spot and flood at the same time, but right now we are just in spotlight mode. So I'm going to rotate it, and you see the change there. Now we're in flood mode, and I'm not going to shine it, but we are in turbo on flood mode, and that's 600 lumens. So I'm going to shut it off. Press and hold. Now there's 10 lumens. There's 10 lumens in flood. Medium is going to get you to 100 lumens. High is going to get you to 300 lumens. And press and hold again, and turbo is going to get you to 600 lumens. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you this without blinding you. Let's try this. I'm going to go to low. Yeah, low is still going to give us too much of a reflection, but I'm going to see if we can see the beam down here. So right now we're in flood mode. We're going to double click. There we go. It shows us flood. You notice that our spotlight came up. So now we are in flood and spotlight in low. That's going to be 10 lumens. Press and hold. That's going to jump up to 350, 900, and then turbo is 1800. 1800 lumens out of spot and flood is going to be the highest you're going to go to. If we're just in spotlight mode, turbo is 1700. In floodlight mode, turbo is 1600. Now, we're going to go back down, and if we triple click, we go into red mode. And there's two different red modes. If we're in basically red flood right now, and that's 6 lumens. And if you press and hold, it's going to go to flashing red, and that's going to go 6 lumens as well. So this flashlight has a lot going on. So, you know what? Let's go outside. Let's play with it for a little while. We'll try to get spot and flow. I'll try to show you the difference between flood, spotlight, spot and flood, and we'll kind of cycle through and show you. We always go play around outside. Plus, we got to go look to see if we have any visitors. Be right back, guys. All right, guys. Now we're outside with the HD11. We're on moonlight mode right away. Now the thing is, if you stay on a mode for too long, you have to turn it off, turn it back on, and cycle through the modes. So I'm just going to kind of cycle through the modes for you right now. We are in the spotlight mode. It's not too bright. We're in the spotlight mode. So what I'm going to do is there's low, medium, high, turbo, low, medium, high, turbo. You can see, and we're going to leave it in turbo for now, because if I leave, like I said, if I leave it in a mode for too long, it's going to stay there, and we have to keep turning it off and on. So that's a little bit of a downfall, in my opinion. But, I mean, we've got a good beam, some decent spill, a little bit. It's more beam-centric spotlight. Like I said, we are in the single mode. We are in the single emitter. So we're definitely going for spotlight mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need both hands for this, guys. So I am going to lay the phone down real quick, and I'm going to rotate it. And now we're going to be in flood mode. Okay, now we're in flood mode. And as you can see, I'm pointed straight out there, and we have got a pretty decent amount of flood going on. I mean, look at that. I left it in high or turbo, so you saw the change there. I'll try to do it one more time. Get a good mental picture. I got to do it with both hands, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe not. Let's see here. There we go. Double point. Now we've got full. We've got both flood and spotlight by double clicking. So now you've got a spotlight and you've got your flood. So I'm going to try to kick it down again. There you go. That is just spotlight mode. Kick it again. There's just flood mode. Yep, just flood mode. There's all three, or both. Excuse me. Spotlight, flood, spotlight, and flood. Very cool. Now, let's see. Triple click, and now we've got red mode. Now, if you press and hold, you've got flashing red mode. And like I showed you upstairs, if you change it, I'm going to go back. There you go. We are in, gosh, sorry guys. We are in flood only. If you rotate it while it's on, it will change to spotlight all on its own. But that's a pretty good look right there. There's spot and flood, spot alone, and flood alone. Very cool. All right, let's go upstairs and we'll finish this off. All right, so what'd you think? I mean, you know, in the spotlight mode, it's pretty much a spotlight. In the floodlight, it's exactly. Now you put the two together, and you've actually got a pretty awesome light. You've got that good central beam, and then you've got a lot of spill with the flood aspect. So that's what I'm kind of... And, you know, I had another 90-degree light that really performed really well. So there's obviously something out there that people like about the 90-degree light, which is pretty cool. Now, one thing I did forget to tell you, and I will show you that right now. It is rechargeable, and as it jumps out there, you're working with an 18650, so that's what you're getting out of that. And I know earlier you probably saw it, but there you go. There is your charging port. And yes, it does have a heat warning on it because it will get warm for sure. So now it does have heat protection. It will kick down after, shoot, I don't exactly remember how long, but it will kick down. It has heat protection. It has reverse polarity protection. All the good stuff you're going to find in a quality flashlight, the HD11, it has. You know, probably one thing, you know, I might get some comments about the double-sided clip. Even then, at 5 ounces, this is a, you know, because I know a lot of you guys like to sit it on your hat, and you still could. You still could put it on your hat this way. A little big for that, in my mind. Just a little heavy for that. And, you know, I do have something here. I have another light here from Wurkkos that might take care of that whole headlight need. So keep your eyes open for that. But you know what? The HD11, you know, it's coming in at, I believe it's $36.99. And right now, there are actually 2 different 5% off codes. That there's a 5% off coupon. Knock that off, and that's going to knock off what? What's 5% of 36? $1.50 some? And then there's another code that you can redeem as well. So you're taking 5% off twice. So kind of sort of ends up being a little bit. And actually, though it says 5%, when I put it in my cart and kind of played around with it, that code, you know, the redeemable code, it actually looked like more like 10%. So I'm just saying, the 5% coupon was definitely off, but the code that says 5%, I'm pretty sure it actually took 10% off. So play around with it. Go check it out if you want to check out the HD11. It's on Amazon. There'll be links down in the description. Please feel free to go check it out. It is an affiliate link, so if you decide to buy an HD11 and you use that link, you help out the channel, and I can buy something cool to give away. So appreciate when you do that. Absolutely 100%. But feel free to go check it out. And yeah, let me know, what do you guys think? I always love to hear what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments. Like I said, these 90-degree lights seem to be pretty popular. So if you want to, you know, if you're one of those people that really dig the 90-degree lights, let me know why down in the comments. I'd love to hear. So thank you so much to Wurkkos for sending out the HD11. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out with me today. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.